Hi, my name is Jerry Parker. I'm a storyteller. I'm going to tell the story from Robert Service's book, and the title of it is Madame la Marquise. It is set in the years before the guillotining of I can't think of her name. Antoinette and her husband. And it's a story about how the aristocrats behaved. Madame la Marquise. Said Andre de la Glacier unto his proud papa, I want to take a wife. And the Marquis laughed, ha ha, and whose? He shyly said. But Hungry with a frown cried, Fee, papa, I want to marry. I want to settle down. The Marquis sighed, You're young, my boy. I much prefer you should wait a while. But Hungry sighed, I cannot wait, for I am 24. I have met my blessed faith. I worship, I adore. Such beauty, grace, and charm has she, that if I live a century, none other can I love. The Marquis sighed, Is she a proper pet? And is she of our set? Hungry said, Her dot will suffice. Her family you know. The girl I feign to make my bride is Maribel Duveau. What made the Marquis start and stare and clutch his perfumed beard as he staggered to a chair? And the only words he uttered were, Forgive me, I implore. Heavy are the sins upon my head. Profound remorse I feel. My son, you cannot wed with Maribel Duveau. Why not? Said Hungry, growing hot. Her name's without a slur. Why should you look so horrified that I should wed with her? The Marquis said, Forgive me, son. It happened in days gone by, when I was Don Juanish. Her mother was your mother's friend, and we were much together. And we had a sultry spell, and one day I kissed her. You cannot wed with Maribel. She is your sister. Broken-hearted Hungry went, and sought his grief to smother, and as he hunted in the Occident, forgetfulness he found, and when quite recovered, he returned to the parental nest, and one day the Marquis he addressed, Facilitate me, father mine, my brain is in a whirl, for I have met the one, the only, the perfect girl. With loveliness serene, oh, proud I am to wed an angel and half queen. The Marquis said, It's time you wed. What is her name? Hungry said, she's pretty rich and sweet, and her name you know. Her name is Raymond de la Ville. The Marquis de la Glacier collapsed on the floor, and the only words he spoke were, "Forgive me, I implore. Heavy are the sins upon my head. Profound remorse I feel. My son, you cannot wed with Raymond de la Ville." "Why not?" said Hungry, growing hot. "Her name's without a slur. Why should you look so horrified that I should wed with her?" The Marquis sighed, "Oh, unhappy lad, forget her if you can, and see in your father a miserable man. It happened in days gone by, when I was Don Juanish. Her mother and I were in bliss and joy, and you can understand what happened. You cannot wed with Raymond de la Ville, for I am her father." Broken-hearted Hungry went, and and hoped his grief to slaughter. And as he slept on his bed, to him there came his mother. The Marquise de la Glacier was snowy-haired and frigid. The pride of race was in her face, her manner high and stately, and sinking down by Hungry's side, she spoke to him sedately. "What ails you so, my precious child? Why are your eyes so white and wild? Please tell me, I invite you." And Hungry sighed, "I cannot, for if I did, another's honor would be in the soup forever." "Nay, trust," she said, "the only boy I bore. Lad, please tell me, I invite you." So Hungry told his story in accents choked and muffled. He told of Maribel Duveau, his agony revealing, and then he told of Raymond de la Ville. His woe was quite beyond concealing, and still she sat, so high and haughty, you'd never thought it was her lord who had behaved so naughty. And Hungry finished up, "My hopes of life are doomed to slaughter, for if I choose another bride, she's sure to be his daughter." The Marquise rose. "Cheer up," she says. "The last word is not spoken. A mother cannot sit by and see her son's heart rudely broken. So dry your tears and calm your fears. No longer need you tarry. Today your bride you may decide. Yes, you may wed with Maribel, or Raymond if you'd rather. For I as well the truth must tell. Your papa is not your father." Thank you. I'm Jerry Parker, and I'm a storyteller.